Turn the mic on. I'm here by myself, hence I forgot to turn the mic on as per usual. Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Live. So we weren't here last week because it was Jenny's birthday, so we were out and about, and luckily the sun was out, so we were on the beach just walking the dog, which was lovely. But we did miss you guys as well. So this week on the live, we've got a few things happening. In a moment, I'm going to be joined by my good friend John Carey. He'll be joining us for a chat on his latest effect, Game On, and I believe he's going to be demonstrating it. And at about 20 past 2 or half past 2, we are joined by the great Noel and Mike for a talk on Friday's event, which I'm not going to tell you a bit too much about now, but it's happening Friday on the Magic Circle Unlocked, and we will get on to that. So we got Noel Britton, Mike Fitch joining us at about 20 past to half past 2. So keep around for that. I am just keeping track of what I'm doing because I've got questions here, I've got buttons here, and I'm going to get my head around it. Harry's just walked in with Buddy, just come back from the shop, so I'm not sure if he's going to join us or not. But anyway, guys, if you've got anything to ask or you want to chat, just put it here in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe and everything else you got to do. And before we get started, I want to say thank you for everyone that joined us on our cheeky mid-month launch, which was for The Sting by Scott Payton. The Sting is a fantastic effect. It's actually becoming one of our fastest selling downloads ever. You will not believe this thing is self-working. Go check it out. It's phenomenal. So anyway, without further ado, let's bring in Mr. JC. Mr. Carey, how are you?
Mr. Morningstar, good afternoon.
I'm a bit,
good.
for a Tuesday, very weird. I'm very flustered. I don't know why, because I've been sitting here for an hour. It isn't that I've just rushed, but I'm just really flustered today. I don't know why.
I've never seen you flustered all these years I've known you, mate. You know, I really haven't. I mean, apart from that time walking around the dealers when we were having a break and you dropped 20p out of your hand and it rolled around
God,
the floor.
Don't remind me, mate. One of the worst days of my life.
Good afternoon, everybody out there watching live. I hope, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all keeping well during these mad times. I think there is some light at the end of the tunnel with this thing, and don't let the press and the media scare you. And let's all try and keep positive and get on with our lives, you know. And thanks for having me along today, Pete. Last minute thing, but it's great, you know. In about half an hour, I'm going to have to disappear. I'm on dog minding duties with the lady next door, my dear friend Lizzie's dog. But
I keep seeing those pictures coming up on Facebook.
Yeah, they are lovely, Bonnie and Lulu. You know, and I love them dearly because my dear late mum Maureen used to love them to bits, and I look after them 2-3 times a week, and they chill me out. Like your buddy, your newest acquisition to the Nardi Famiglia. I love that little boy of yours. He's so cute.
Yeah, he don't chill me out though, mate. I've got to chase him everywhere. And he's getting so big. I tell you, he's getting massive. So John, on Sunday you released your brand new download with us called Game On.
Yes, please.
Once again, it's another one that not only works in the real world, obviously, but it works great over Zoom.
Yes, indeed.
Skype or anything like that, so any online performances, and you're going to give us a demonstration of it.
Yeah, we can do that in a moment, and thanks a million to everybody who's picked that up so far. Bless your heart, and thanks for your support as always of all these recent lockdown load projects I've been doing with Peter and Alakazam. It's truly appreciated. We've had some lovely reviews on the sites over the downloads, and also I've had many pings on social media and emails and stuff. It's truly appreciated. Hopefully we don't have to do lockdown loads much longer, which means I can take the choo-choo down to Papa Pietro and family and actually see you guys, you know?
Yeah, and, that will be great, mate. And I'm missing our chat. I mean, even though we mostly chat more now than we did out of lockdown because we speak once or twice a week without fail, and we're doing downloads every couple of weeks. So we're mostly working together a lot more now than we have done in the past. But it's been great. It just keeps me sane. Which is surprising, actually. Speaking to you keeps me sane. I don't know how that works.
How does that work? How does that work? But I thought we'd do a little live before you get the boys on, Noel and Michael, later on. I thought we'd do a quick run through, just a quick live performance, uncut, waltz and all, of Game On. And have you got a deck handy, Peter? That's all we need.
I can get one. Hang on one second.
I did text him half an hour ago, ladies and gentlemen. But
actually, I need to. Hang on. I totally forgot about this. So I tell you what, John. Before we go into it, because I've got to set up my close-up cam. It will only take me a couple of minutes. But while we're waiting, we may as well just play a trailer. So, guys. This is a trailer of a new Alakazam exclusive. It's put out by our friends in France called Magic Dream, and it's called Name It. So take a look at this while I get the close-up cam sorted.
Hey, my name is Thomas Riboulet, and this is my new trick, Name It. I'm very proud to share it with you. Let's go. 4 cards are freely chosen by the spectators, leading to only one final selection. Then you show that everything was predicted and they're not ready for the kicker ending. No force, different out every time. You can perform it in different language and it's completely self-working.
Right, so that was Name It. John, give me a couple of secs, mate, and I will have this set up.
No problem. That looks brilliant. I know Thomas. He's a very nice young guy from France and a very good thinker. That looks awesome.
Yeah, he's really good, and it is a great trick. Really, really great effect. Right, here we go. So, bear with me 1 second, and I will be with you. So, John.
Yes, sir.
Before we get any further into it, tell us a little bit about the effect and some of your download. Don't tell us what happens in the effect, but tell us a bit about your sort of getting into the downloads and why you're putting out the Lock Download series.
Well, unfortunately, Doner Kebab's cans of beer and fish and chips don't pay for themselves, ladies and gentlemen, so I have to try and find a way of earning. Basically, I told you, I asked you at the back end of last year, mid-December, I said, would you like to do a few downloads for your Alakazam customers? Yeah. And, you know, with the emphasis on stuff that can be done via the video conferencing medium, Zoom, Skype, and what have you, Hangouts, and Lord only knows what other platforms are out there. And but also things that can be done for real, you know, real time in the same room or venue as people. I didn't want effects where you had to have camera angles set to do covert things and all that kind of stuff. I wanted stuff that could be done perfectly well via video medium, but also can be done for real in front of family, friends, when we get out there doing jobs again and stuff like that. So that was crucial. I didn't want them to be Zoom effects in that sense, because
the other thing as well, you've been doing, you do your weekly lessons over Zoom. What is that, Saturday and Sunday, Friday and Sunday?
It varies, but usually it's Saturday and Sunday. I have a very loyal group on a Saturday and a Sunday evening. Magicians from all around the world. If you're interested in that, if you don't mind, just drop me a ping. It is limited, very, very limited to just 20 people. And we've got about 12, 13 guys on each of those each week on average. And I teach them some of my stuff. I teach them technique, concepts, talk about timing, misdirection, and all sorts of stuff. And, usually go off on tangents like I do with you, Pete, where they maybe ask a question, then that reminds me of something else. And that's a lot of fun. And this has become normal now. Doesn't it just feel normal to you in a scary sort of way? Each day, log on, do your stuff, other than regular computer work. This has just become the norm. But thankfully, we've had it and we've got it, and but the pubs are opening again for outdoor service on April the 12th, and I'll be one of the first into my local pub here in Silverbridge, let me tell you.
Yeah, I know you've booked your table. Right, I'm all set. So while you were chatting away, I was busy setting this up. So there we go. I have got a close-up camera.
A close-up camera and a rather bespoke pack of Alakazam Academy cards. You're shuffling yours. You've got me to shine, so I better shuffle mine as well. And Pete, the public's first perception of playing cards, of course. That push-through needs a bit of work, Pete. That Bueno riffle flourish wasn't bad. Keep going, mate. Keep going. The public's first perception of playing cards is probably games like gambling, like casinos, blackjack, and my favourite game, and your favourite game, poker. But cards are also used by fortune tellers, people who delve into the past, the present, and try to foresee the future. And numbers are also fascinating with a deck of cards. There's people who actually study something called numerology. And there's some people I know are very much into that. I once met an old guy who said to me, the number 7 gets beefed up by everybody as lucky 7. There's 7 of this, 7 of that. But the number 13 has somewhat of a bad rap. Some people say it's unlucky. But this guy actually then said, let me show you something with the number 13. And it was almost like a ritual. And he just blew my mind. I still to this day can't believe what happened. And we're going to try and reenact that ritual. Have you shuffled those enough, Mr. Nardi?
I have shuffled them.
Very, very good. And what I want you to do, Pete, is just cut that deck into 3 approximately equal piles. They don't have to be spot on equal, just 3 random piles, yeah? And we're going to play a ritual with the number 13. That's lovely. Turn any one of those 3 packets face up, any one at all. And what do you have?
I've got a 7.
A 7. Well, earlier we mentioned about lucky 7. Now, to get to 13 with my deck, remembering you're in Kent, I'm in Hertfordshire, I haven't been near your pack, etc. I didn't ask Jenny to stack them ahead of time. You've not been doing perfect Zarrow and push-through shuffles right now, well, I hope not anyway. And that's a 7. So to get to 13, I need to go from your 7 and count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The ritual is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Turn over any one of those other 2 packets, Peter.
King.
And this time we've got a king, a colourful card, which befits your character, Mr. Nardi, if I may say so. It's also a spade there. When I think of spades, I think of work, like, spades, shovels. You're not frightened to put the hard work in, to benefit your family. In the last 12 months, you've certainly proven that, and bravo to you. What a king in a pack of cards, jacks are 11, queens are 12, and kings are 13. So I can't do anything to get to 13, because 13 is already there. That's this mystical ritual unfolds. Turn the remaining face-down packet face up, please, Peter.
Queen.
And there we have a queen, a lovely queen, a queen of diamonds. A queen, as I say, is a value of 12. So in our ritual of 13, I just deal 1 card, 12 and 1 is 13. Now, be honest, you shuffled that deck of cards in your lovely home in Kent multiple times, riffle shuffles and Lord knows what. There is no way we could have known ahead of time that you would cut to a king, a 7 or a queen. Is that true before we go any further? I mean, that could have been a 2, a 4 and an 8. Any numbers are possible. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring those numbers Peter's shuffled and cut to together. So we've got a king, which is a value of 13. plus 7, which is 20, plus queen is 12. That should be 32, Pete, although maths is not my strong point.
It is 32, yeah.
Yeah, 13 plus 7 is 20, plus 12 is 32. But that total, ladies and gentlemen, could have been 19, it could have been 12, could have been 27. Any number, any total is possible. I'm going to deal and count down to 32, yeah? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you want me to continue, Peter?
Please, yeah.
That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Little breather for dramatic tension. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and that is 32, the card at your combined number. But of course, a different total would have been a different card. Yeah. This will be called your lucky card. But I've got a lucky card too. I carry it with me just like an American Express bank card. See, in my pocket, I've got a lucky card from a different coloured deck, and that's the Jack of Spades. Remember, you shuffled your deck multiple times. You cut your deck into 3 packets. You could have cut to any values. But the total of your packets was 32. And if my luck is yours today, this will be the Jack of Spades 2, something like so. Thank you very much indeed. Isn't that amazing? That's Actually, great. We can take that word amazing and break it down even more. We'll give these cards a few cuts just to keep me honest, something like that. And we'll spell that word amazing. 1 card for each letter. A, M, A, Z, I, N, G. Do you remember a few minutes ago I said the public's first perception of playing cards wouldn't be magic? It'd be gambling and casinos and games like blackjack. Well, that's a Jack of Spades. To get a winning hand in blackjack, I need to get the Ace of Spades, and that is indeed what we've got right there, a perfect blackjack. But there's more. The fun has just begun, because we can take these cards, give them a shuffle, and I'm going to cut, and I'm going to shuffle some more. I'm going to cut, and I'm going to shuffle some more again. Cutting here, here, and here after those shuffles. And we've cut to this card, that card, and that card. We found a perfect blackjack, a jack and an ace. Over here is the Queen of Spades. I've cut to the King of Spades just there, and that's the Ten of Spades. And where I come from, Mr. Nardi, that's called a royal flush in spades, something right. So thank you very much indeed. I was doing this the other day, and somebody said, John, you're a joker. That's impossible. I said, can you keep a secret? They said, yeah. I said, I am a joker. And this is impossible because you see these are all jokers. Joker, 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 joker. And I guess that's why jokers are well and truly wild. And that, my friends, is Game On. Available from a man you know on the screen right now. Thank you very much indeed.
That is great. Such a lovely routine. The one thing that made me laugh there is when you said, I keep it in my pocket like an American Express. That Jack of Spades would most probably be accepted in more places than my American Express. They literally, no one accepts them. But no, that is such a great trick, mate. Really, really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's and guys, it's very user friendly. I don't like that term, but it is very user friendly. Yeah. There's nothing difficult there, and also you can put your own spin on it as well. You know, I always say the magic must always be stronger than mentalism, but you are the magic or the mentalism at the end of the day. You know, wrap your personality around it, and you know, you get 4 really, really progressively strong kickers there, don't you, Peter, for very little work.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's very, very good. Very good. And it's totally self-working.
Yes, self-working. The only thing that needs work is the presentation. And just put yourself into it. You know, that's all you need to do. And you'll drop a link in for the guys, no doubt, if they want to pick that up later or have a look at it. And
usually they pop it over here in the chat as well. They do it. So I'm going to say a few shout outs. Oh, David Jonathan said, lovely, John. Hiya, David.
Thank you, David.
Darren Bain said he thinks JC has surpassed himself. Hiya, Darren. Hiya, Ian, Alexander, Willie, David Hand, Jonathan Breckin, Robert Rathbone said beautiful effect. And guys, you can Lars Hansen, great effect. Harry Watson, what a brilliant trick. Guys, you can pick that up from Alakazam, and it's, I believe it's $7.99.
That's right, Peter. Yes,
for the full tutorial.
Full tutorial. Yeah.
Oh, there's a friend of mine here called Etienne Pradier. I think
Bonjour, Etienne.
he dabbles in magic, I've heard. He put great from our
Thank you,
lovely
Etienne.
French magician friend.
Miss you, buddy. Can't wait to see you. We'll all meet up down Peters, and then after the shop shut or whatever's happening with the shop, we'll go out and get royally.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
But no, that's really good, John. That's a great download. I know there's more downloads coming from you over the next few weeks as well. I think on average we're bringing out one every 3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. Give or take. Yeah, I'm currently just sort of easing off from that at the moment because I'm just in the process of assembling my very best of collection for a huge book project I've got coming out this year. Some of you know I've self-published like 6 books of my own, and with the book The Magic Scene first published for me, crafted with Carey about 7 years ago. I'm going to do a huge very best of collection. I'm cherry picking my absolute favourites from those, and there'll be a limited run of those made available, plus a special leather-bound deluxe edition with 50 units only available worldwide, which will be individually numbered and signed, slipcase and everything. So I'm just in the process of getting all that together. But we'll have another download ready for your friends and customers. I'd say in the next 2-3 weeks, Pete.
Brilliant. And the book, is that going to be a Christmas release as we're accustomed to with John Carey books?
Well, yeah, sort of just before Christmas time. I should imagine there'll be a pre-publication special, sort of back end of October, with a view to getting the book out. With a view to getting the book out for mid-November. I don't like to take chances with my customers' books over Christmas when the full Christmas postal system's going crazy, you know. So
and it's
November.
Good. I love having your book at Christmas because it's one of the times in the year that we get a bit of time off. You can actually sit there with a book. And I always like, when I used to produce DVDs, one of the main times I would release a DVD was coming up to Christmas, because I know people have got some spare time to sit down and actually have time to watch a DVD or have time to read a book. I think it's a perfect time to release it, you know.
I call it carpet flippers time, where you can pour a drink and just relax and forget about work and all the usual crazy stuff, and just have a bit of quality time with your family. A bit of you time, a bit of me time, and just relax. And but I've said this before. A lot of you will know that Peter's a great friend, first and foremost. Obviously, we've done a lot of projects together. But mate, this guy and his family, Harry and Andy and Jenny, the last 12 months. I mean, Pete, you've always worked hard, but I've never known you to work so hard. But you've kept Alakazam really ticking along great. You and Harry and Jenny and Andy should be so proud. And I know the customers think the same as well.
Thank you.
It's not just about the business. It's about, especially with this new hub that Wayne and Jonathan and other people are involved with. And I'm going to do a little free half-hour Moves Monkey session soon. I must reply to Wayne Goodman's message from the other day. Sorry about that, Wayne. And we'll get that sorted. We'll get that sorted for the next week or two. And we'll have a little Moves Monkey jam, and I can show you some stuff, and we can bust out some moves together. And I say half an hour now, it'll probably be 2 hours. Well, whatever, what's time?
No, that will be great. Wayne's actually just logged on. He said he had no internet today. He's just managed to get back online. But I'll let Wayne know, or if you have just joined us, John's going to be contacting you to book a date for the Alakazam Hub and Hangout to do a Move Monkey session. So I'll leave that as you.
We'll have a lot of fun with that. Yes, sir.
John, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you've got to shoot off and see the little doggies.
Yeah, next door, just for a couple of hours, but I love it. They chill me out, and they get their treats, and then they start nodding off, and then I start nodding off as well. It's a dog's life.
Brett, that sounds like the perfect afternoon to me. Well, John, thanks for joining us, mate, and we will speak to you very soon.
Take care, everybody, and say hi to Mike and Noel for me. And I hope Friday with the project goes very, very well indeed.
Brilliant. Thank you, mate. Cheers, John.
Bye, everybody. Love you. God bless you all. Stay safe.
Right, so that was John Kerry. You can buy his download now. It's called Game On. I believe someone, Kevin Bowman put the link in the Facebook chat, so you can see it there. Otherwise, go onto our site. You will see it there. It's called Game On, John Kerry. I believe it's $7.99, and you learn that download. And as per usual, me and John get into conversation about the effect and everything else. We are now going to be joined by Noel Britton and the fantastic Michael J. Fitch. Before we do, I'm going to play you one more trailer. As I said, Alakazam Magic at the moment are looking for some great exclusives to bring in for you guys. One of them, which turned up in the shop yesterday, and this is my copy. I took the first copy that turned up. This is the book test book by Jim Cleefield. Now, this book is sort of the encyclopedia of book tests. It notes down almost every book test. It gives you the history of book tests. It explains the methods of different book tests. It's just a fascinating book. If you love book tests, this is a book that you're going to want in your collection. It is not an effect. It is a book about book tests. And if we have a look down here, I'm sure I saw it earlier. We've even got All About Eve somewhere. I did see it, I'm sure I did. Oh, there's the key. It's All About Eve. Do you know what? Guys, oh, there it is. There it is, right there. I thought I saw it. And we got a couple of Sherlock Holmes ones, which I really like. In fact, I dug out one of my very old Sherlock Holmes book tests as well, so I'm going to relearn that. So I've got quite a collection of book tests. But the book test book is in stock. I think we've only got about 5 or 6 copies left. So if you're interested in one, go over and grab one. But the other exclusive we have is an effect called the Phantom Hand. This is coming into stock either later on this week or early next week. So here you go. This is the trailer. So that is the Phantom Hand. They are due in stock either later this week or early next week. So if you're interested in one, go and grab one. It's a great little electronic device that helps you out. Darren Bain asked if you could do the levitating ring. I'm not too sure. I haven't watched the instructions yet. But there is a lot you can do with it. You can certainly do a levitating ring, but whether you can do the one that goes right up, I'm really not sure. So anyway, let's do a few shout outs before we go on to Michael and Noel. So I want to say a shout out to Darren Bain, always with us, Lucy, always with us, Alexander, Craig Petty's here. Hiya, Craig. If you can see behind me there on the cheeky hype shelf is a brand new effect by Craig Petty, which is due for release the end of April. Oh, the next live product launch is the 29th of March. So put that in your diaries. So we've got Wayne Goodman here, David Hand, Robert Rathbone, Kevin Bowman, Etienne Pradier. So welcome to each and every one of you. Let's bring the guys on. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael J. Fitch and Noel Britton. Hiya, guys.
Hey, hey.
Hello.
You all right?
Oh, good. How are you?
Yeah, all very well. Very flustered today. I don't know why.
Don't fluster, Peter. Doesn't suit you.
It's, it's just very weird. I'm usually as cool as a cucumber, and then today everything just got on top of me. I don't know why, but
I have to say, you're perhaps the least flustered person I've ever seen in my life. You even do flustered in a very calm and laid back way. You should be sweating profusely. No
yeah.
sign of it.
I just it's one of those things where I'm because I'm literally controlling everything. I can't bring the. Let me see. Oh no, I can't bring the camera down. But I've got like the stream deck, my iPad, the mixing desk, everything's sort of here. And then I realised I forgot to set up a camera for John, and I'm thinking, oh God. So, but it's all's good. All's good.
Well,
I sort of managed.
that's
to
why
get
we
through
loved
it.
you on the last Unlocked. You said we went to some clip and you said, "Oh, I'm just going to wipe off that last clip because it will free up some
Oh,
space and the computer will work faster."
oh
And
my
and you
God.
you wiped off all the cue points, didn't you? So you were doing
Well,
you did the whole 4 hours like completely manually. It was brilliant. No one knew a thing. We didn't know anything.
the thing, no, the thing was because you're my like with Stream Deck, and Mike will know this. He's got one, but his is set up slightly different to mine because mine is set up as shortcuts. So what happens is I program it for each show, and then as soon as I deleted a video, obviously all the videos now move along one, but the pictures stay the same. So I had no idea what was where. So we had to just get rid of it. So that little moment where I thought, oh, this will help.
Yeah, I don't actually think you pushed the wrong button on that show. I think it was only the first one when I introduced someone and Doc Eason turned up. But yeah, on the second one, so maybe that's the way to go manually with you highly stressed.
Yeah, yeah.
Friday.
But it was so we've got another one happening. We got another one happening this Friday. So Noel, tell us a bit about it. What's it all about?
Right. Well, the previous unlocks have been on Sundays, but this one is on Friday because it's another 100th birthday, and it would have been Tommy Cooper's 100th birthday this Friday, which seems like a good chance to celebrate and have a sort of look at his career and his life and his legacy, and talk to some of the people who work with him, both performers and writers and producers and prop suppliers, and then also contemporary performers who've been influenced by him. So yeah, it's another chock-a-block program. We've just been editing this morning and have again realised just how chock-a-block it is. So yeah, it should be fun.
So
It will be a lot.
Mike, you do. I mean, you do. I say most. You do all of the editing for this. So we filmed
Yeah, I
a
don't know how
lot
that
of
happened again.
interviews a couple of weeks ago. I haven't had any of the finished footage through yet, so I'm getting a little bit worried.
Usual
Yeah,
story,
no,
5 minutes beforehand, Peter.
there's some amazing guests on here that Noel's been through his address book, and like some real legends, like proper legends. And you're going to hear a sort of different side to Tommy Cooper, actually, from sort of the inside, without sort of giving away who we've got on. But there's some real sort of personal stories and people who work close with him, alongside him, on camera, behind camera. And it's going to, I think you're going to hear a different side of Tommy, and, just see why he was that comic genius on and off stage. And it's been a lot of fun piecing it together. And, we are cramming this all into a 2-hour show. So I have a feeling there's going to be some bonus footage on the Magic Circle Unlocks page, because that's the only way we could do it. So if you're not aware, if you haven't been to our other shows, then you need to, on Facebook, after this, head over to the Magic Circle Unlocked, which is the sort of online platform for the Magic Circle. Started, a couple of months ago in the lockdown thing, as a magician get together, and then obviously the Soaring in Half event that went global. How many are we up to watch that now, Noel? What's the last count on that show?
39,000 on that. So yeah,
Wow.
it's great.
40,000 seen that show now, and but and watch it live because you could obviously. I'm sure we're going to give away a few things without checking with Noel first, like we usually do. So if anyone wants a Magic Circle mug or anything, we're bound to give away some bits and get in trouble after. But it's going to be great.
There are some lovely Tommy Cooper items as well. Really, one-off Tommy Cooper things, which are really, particularly lovely. So, yeah, and like Michael says, I think there's what we try and do with the Unlocked is because it's the Magic Circle doing it. We feel we can be a bit more niche and a little bit more in depth than maybe a BBC or an ITV documentary can be, and we can spend some more time on aspects that maybe a TV show would just gloss over because they sort of go, oh, public, as a whole aren't interested in that. But I think with our audience, and it is open to the public, it's open to non-members of the Magic Circle, both non-magicians and magicians. So feel free to share the link. But yeah, it gives us a chance to sort of have a look at aspects that have been a little bit, ignored in some of the other documentaries. So yeah, some good stuff in there.
We've got that. There was a brilliant short film which I saw a few years ago. It was sort of going around, and it was amazing. I watched it, and it was amazing. We're going to be playing, I think, the whole short film, and then we're speaking to the actor that played Tommy Cooper in it. It's
and the producer and director. So yeah, I mean, that's lovely. It's lovely insight from them, and Damien, who plays Tommy, has been a lifelong Tommy Cooper fan. So yeah, I mean, he knows all the stories. He's analysed it all. It's really great. And Paul, who directed and wrote the film, is a big comedy fan. So it's a really lovely, touching film to watch if you haven't seen it before. And that's the sort of thing we've got in there. It's some unusual content, but all Cooper related.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. So, Mike,
so 7 till 9 Friday.
It's this Friday, 7 o'clock.
This Friday. Go live. Yeah, don't look surprised, Peter, because you're the one pushing the buttons.
Well, I'm going to make sure that I book nothing else in for that evening. So I'm going to be free. All right.
Well done, Peter. That's a level of commitment that we like to these sort of projects. When people say, "I will be there for the whole program."
Oh, 100%, mate. 100%.
I mean, the thought that someone might get offered a short spot in some Zoom show and say, "Could I possibly sneak off halfway through the event? I'll only be gone a few minutes. Would that be all right?" I mean, I can't imagine anyone thinking that would be a potential course of action to take when it comes to a professional standard operation like this is.
No.
So that's great. That's great that you're committing the time, Peter.
So,
if only the whole team was like that.
Right, so we've got a few comments coming in already. So many people saying that they loved the first two Unlocked, which was great. I mean, the first one, to be fair, was, how long did it go on for? 5 hours?
Just under 5
only finished last Tuesday.
It hasn't finished yet.
It was so much fun to do, though.
Yeah, and the soaring one, I mean, it is amazing when you think both Soaring in Half and Tommy Cooper were created, so to speak, in 1921. It's a very odd concept to get your head around, because Tommy feels so contemporary and the Soaring in Half feels like it's been around for centuries. So yeah, 21 was an incredible year for Magic, undoubtedly, and if we've got the energy, there's one more potential Unlocked as well, with another 100th anniversary this year, which I haven't told you about yet, but because I'm going to be looking for a team with commitment, a team that is willing to not take that last minute booking.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great evening. So, guys, as Noel and Mike said, all of you are welcome to join us. As soon as this is finished, go over, if you haven't done already, to the Magic Circle Unlocked Facebook page and subscribe to it, and also hit the notification bell. But on Friday evening, I think the countdown, we've got like a 10 or 15 minute countdown as per usual. But if you hit the notification bell, you will get notified as soon as the countdown starts. It's only happening on Facebook, but you will be able to leave comments, and we will have little moments where we'll be talking and answering some of your questions and reading some of your comments. But it is a packed show because obviously the first one did go on for 5 hours. So we're going to try and keep it to 2 hours. But there's so much content. There is so much content. Just what we filmed the other day was a huge amount, and I know you filmed a lot since.
Yeah, so no, get those questions in the sidebar. Where's Michael? That'd be a good one. That's a good question to have. That'd be coming up quite a lot. Has he finished on his other Zoom call yet? Those are the sort of questions we're looking forward to.
So,
well, I figure far to travel. It's fine, and I won't be missed. I won't be missed. It'll only be on when there's a bit on that I've seen already. So this whole thing's meant to be secret. I don't know. This is going to be a running gag now.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna set me up with a chocolate cake, I'm gonna reveal the fact about the oh, would you mind if I nip off for a few minutes? So yeah, I mean you could have passed it off like I just need to nip to the toilet, and you could have got away with that without telling us at all. But the fact that you've mentioned it to us means we've got to
mention it.
Last show, if you remember, I reckon he had a gig or something, because Peter Nardi went missing, didn't he? we messaged him saying, "Oh, the sound, can you just fix this?" And he was like silent for a little bit. So I bet he was doing a product launch for Alakazam in the other room.
Product launch, probably getting a few packages together, nipped down the post office, came back.
Exactly.
It was still there,
No, I am there. So, but I just need to go to the loo for 15 minutes for something.
So
yeah, it's going to add an extra level of excitement to the show, which is what we need, as if we haven't got enough to worry about.
It's going to be a fun one. I mean, it's going to be really interesting as well, because even doing those. Recording those interviews, there was so many stories coming across that obviously I hadn't heard before, and the chances are none of us had, because they were coming straight from the people, and it's so interesting to sort of hear their side of it and what went on, and actually being part of Tommy's show and working with Tommy as well. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this Friday. I think it's going to be good fun, but it's going to be really informative as well, and show people a different side to him, as you said.
Absolutely, educational as well as fun. And this isn't just for magicians as well, because it's this Soaring in Half event. I had many sort of friends who not in the magic world watched it and actually loved the extra insight into sort of our world. Without giving away secrets and things, but to actually analyse all the different versions of Soaring and things. And again, if you haven't seen that show and you've got a spare 5 hours, you can watch it in bits. It's on there to catch up. Even the first show is on there. And that is aimed for magicians. And that was mainly as a sort of nice get-together for magicians during this strange lockdown time. And if you're feeling low, it's worth watching, because there's some real inspirational words on there from some real magic legends that will be uplifting. So if you're having a bad day, like a lot of magicians are still, because we're not getting out there, then I recommend that as a good dose of medicine to go on and watch the first Unlocked event, because it's full of feel-good material and messages hidden within there as well. So it's worth catching up on, and there's a timeline attached to the Facebook page, so you can go to direct pieces. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Friday. That us three getting together, it's something always happens, and I can tell just from this little chat that what it's going to be like. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be a good night out, and you're all invited. But tell your friends, because it's not just for magicians. You know, there's so many people love Tommy Cooper, and you know, and all different generations. So yeah, get them to tune in and watch, because there's going to be a lot of Cooper bits in there as well. But you'll love it. It'll be a good laugh.
Yeah, it will. It'll be great. And I reckon that because obviously we're all part of it, so we're watching the videos. I think at the end of each video, we should all be asked questions about the video. So we've got to watch quite intently. And whoever doesn't answer them correctly, like if you weren't paying attention or for whatever reason, maybe you buy a couple of mugs and give them away.
Sounds very fair to me, Peter. I think you've come up with a great format for this. Yeah. For this one, only this one, obviously.
And maybe just one video. Maybe just one video.
Maybe sort in the 8:15 to 8:30 as well. That sort of time base.
So
you're going to decide what video, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Mike, also while you're on here, actually I'm going to play one more trailer if it's all right with you guys, and then we're going to come back. But Mike, you did a big gig last week, so when we come back, we'll have a quick chat about that as well.
Okay, lovely. In fact, I see Craig Petty. He was there. He was watching the show with his family. There's a few people here I see. So, yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about that.
Top stuff. Okay, we will be back after this.
From Nicholas Mavretis, the creator of Destinations, Cinemental, Zenimatch, and, of course, The Collector, comes a brand new effect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Poison.
Andy, you know Jenny likes having dinner parties and cocktail parties, so I bought her a new cocktail shaker kit. Right. And inside we had these pick a drink cards. Right. And on the back, if you have a look, it says, let the cards decide the tipple, and you just sit back and enjoy, try new drinks and experience new tastes. We have these casino cut cards, they're like marker cards, so we're going to place these down to start. And then we have all these drink cards. I am going to take out a mystery drink, which will be this one, which I'm going to place just about there. I'm going to deal cards onto the table, as you can clearly see, and anytime you want to stop, say stop. Then you're going to choose any one of the marker cards and we're going to mark off your drink. Okay? But we're going to do this so all the marker cards are used, so obviously don't wait till I get to the bottom before you say stop. Okay? So anytime you want, you just say stop.
Stop.
Okay, and which marker card would you like to use?
Let's go for this one.
This one. So we're going to mark this pile. That's going to be your drink. So, you have now selected yourself 4 drinks. Let's have a look what you got. So we got drink number 1, we have drink number 2, we have drink number 3, and of course we have drink number 4. So let's have a look what drinks you have chosen. Drink number 1 is a whiskey.
Wow.
Hey? If you don't want it, I'll have it. I love whiskey. Drink number 2, Irish coffee. Bit of a weird one, but good if we're having a meal. You can have that after the meal. The third one is, Negroni. I like a Negroni. It's a bit sour, but it's nice. You ever had one?
Oh, I think once,
Lovely. And the last one is Envy.
Right, never had one.
Okay, they're sweet.
Right.
Quite a nice cocktail. Your 4 drinks are whiskey, Irish coffee, Negroni and Envy. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, I did say this was sort of mind reading, a bit of influence. Now, it's a bit strange, but I've actually influenced you to choose certain drinks, and I can prove that by showing you that the drink you chose matches the colour of the card. So whiskey, we got a nice gold, coffee we've got a brown, Negroni we got the red, and envy we have the turquoise. A little bit strange,
Yeah.
but more than that, I've actually put predictions on the other side of these cards, and I knew exactly what you were going to choose out of all of these. I knew you would choose these four. That's why on this card I wrote, one of the drinks will have coffee in it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey,
definitely.
not bad going. Number two of the drinks will have fruit on them. The Negroni and the Envy, no fruit on the coffee, no fruit on the whiskey.
Yeah.
So far so good.
Yeah.
Or so far so what? Whatever. The third one says, the first letter of each drink reveals the identity of the mystery drink. Do you remember my mystery drink right at the beginning?
Yeah.
Let's take the first letter of whiskey, a W, the first letter of Irish coffee, an I, first letter of Negroni, an N, first letter of Envy, an E, gives us
Wine.
wine. Turn over the mystery card, let's see what we've got.
Yeah, definitely. That's
We've got wine,
Yeah.
perfect, but the last one, the most important one, is congratulations, you managed to stay alive. And after drinking a whiskey, an Irish coffee, a Negroni and an Envy, I don't think that's any mean feat to stay alive. But it could have been completely different, because you could have chose any one of these drinks. But if you would have chose this drink, my final prediction would have been wrong, because you would have been drinking poison. If you would have drunk this drink, you would have been drinking poison. In fact, this one, poison, any of these, poison, these, poison, all of these, poison, 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 and poison. So the next time someone asks you, what's your poison, be very careful.
Inside Poison, you of course receive all the cards you need to perform the effect you see in the trailer, but we've chucked in 2 additional bonus routines. You get the cards to perform Happy Hour, a fantastic wild card effect, and also the cards you need to perform a really cool free card Monty. Alakazam Magic are proud to bring you Poison by Nicholas Mavresis.
So that was Poison, brand new release by Nicholas Mavresis. Oh, Michael, you have one there.
Oh yeah, I ordered that. It's absolutely fantastic effect. Really, really good. The quality of the cards are amazing as well. It is, yeah, really good.
It's
So,
great.
yeah, got
isn't it?
mine.
Good
Got
stuff.
mine. Brilliant. Really, really good.
So, Mike, tell us about your gig, because did you say you were going to do another one as well? Have you got another one?
Yes,
planned?
we are. So I did a show on. We put on a show last Friday with the X Factor winner Matt Cardle. He's a good friend of mine, and so in music and magic, it was a 2-hour show, and it was a lot of fun. There was an atmosphere, a great atmosphere, yeah. So we're going to do it again. So I don't sing, so everyone's safe. I definitely don't sing. Oh wow, Craig Petty's just put an amazing thing. So even Noel came to watch as well, didn't you, Noel?
I did. I was there. I was tapping away at the same time on the computer, not fingers to music. I'm tone deaf, so I was clapping along to Michael's magic. I've got no idea. No idea how to participate in the Zoom show.
It was interactive magic we were doing as well, so everyone was joining in at home, and it was quite emotional, sort of seeing all the households. At one point when the music's on, we're bringing in different households, and some people were having a party, and they've got all the lights up and the nibbles and drinks out, and there was a lot of Matt's fans joining in and things, and the feedback has been incredible on social media, so yeah, we're doing it again. We're going to do it again, and the nice thing is we're going to do a live version of the show as well. That's really nice. Thank you, Craig. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know when the next one will be, but before the end of lockdown. So if you're interested, obviously Peter will be one of the first people to know, so he can let you know. But
Well,
yeah,
we'll get you on the live before your next one as well, so you can let everyone know.
Okay. Yeah, okay, no, we'll do that. But what's amazing is it's different than a television show. I mean, and I've been doing some Zoom shows. I do some now and then. I do some spots in other people's Zoom shows.
I know when you've got one for sure. I was just about to say, did you nip off during Matt Cardle's show as well, just to, or did he get the full? I'm absolutely committed to your event, Matt treatment.
Yeah. No. So anyway, it's it's going to be good. It's going to be good on Friday. Come and join us. Also, the Tommy Cooper event on as well. No. Yes. No. The Zoom shows are a lot of fun. There's atmosphere, and it's not like a TV show. It's the audience are engaged as well, so we get everybody involved, and you never know when you're going to be spotlighted. And if you don't want to be on camera, you don't have your camera on. But I'm really looking forward to doing it again. And Matt's voice is phenomenal. I'm going to put a little package together, a little trailer from the last show, and we'll be sharing that so people can see the sort of thing to expect. But lots of fun.
Yeah,
That was great. Really good.
I can't wait for the next one. I couldn't make this one, but I can't wait for the next one. And we'll get you on the live before your next one as well, so you can let everyone know. So we are sort of coming up to the end of this week's live. So hopefully we will see all our viewers on Friday evening at 7 o'clock on the Magic Circle Unlocked Facebook page. So get there early. We start the countdown at about 10 to 7. So did you say there are going to be some giveaways, Noel, on the night?
I'm sure there will be, even if I don't know about them. So I can unfortunately, I can almost guarantee it.
That is
we have. We've got a couple of lovely, really nice one-offs. Really nice one-off little bits and pieces. So be a couple of little things that hopefully will go to a Tommy Cooper fan. So
brilliant.
Looking forward to it.
Good stuff. All right, gents.
Spread the word.
Yes, spread the word, and make sure you pop over to the site, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're notified when we go live on Friday evening. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you hang on, I'll come back after we stop the stream. But thank you, and I will see you with everyone else on Friday.
Thanks, Peter.
Right, so guys, that brings us to the end of this week's Alakazam Live. Thank you so much for joining us. I really hoped you enjoyed John Carey's effect. Remember, you can purchase that off Alakazam. It's called Game On. And please remember to join us on Friday at 7 PM over on the Magic Circle Unlocked Facebook page. And remember, date for your diary is the 29th of this month at 7 o'clock. We will be having our live product launch for this month's product. So I hope to see you then as well. So until then, I'm going to leave you once more with the trailer to Phantom Hand. And I will see you I'll see you Friday. Friday, 7 o'clock on the Magic Circle Unlock Facebook page. Thank you so much for joining us on the live.